It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for your weekly edition of Travel Grunt. I'm your host, Zac Wilson, and I need a vacation. All right, everybody, here we are coming from Texas. If you've been watching the national news, you know that it's had a little bit of a storm. So here we are. Let's get started with the Pad of Power. What's up first on the Pad of Power? What's new in travel news? Well, the CDC has decided to abandon mandatory testing for domestic flights. Whew! Dodged a bullet on that one. Let me go ahead and read from the card the statement from the CDC. It says here, at this time, CDC is not recommending required point-of-departure testing for domestic travel. As part of our close monitoring of the pandemic, we will continue to review public health options for containing and mitigating spread of COVID-19 in the travel space. What does that mean? It means that while you may still need to get a negative test result before you can fly home from an international destination, like, say, an all-inclusive resort in Mexico, you will not need to prove a negative test result to board an airplane to, say, Walt Disney World from your home in any U.S. state, or to Las Vegas, or the Grand Canyon, or Yellowstone National Park, or Alaska. However, if you are traveling to Hawaii, the state of Hawaii has its own testing in place. You will need to provide a negative test result 72 hours prior to going to the great state of Hawaii. Also on this week in travel news, Greece welcomes travelers with a negative test result or a vaccination certificate. Could this be the new travel norm? Well, let's consult the crystal ball. Oh, crystal ball. Oh, let's reach out and think to the travel future. Dear crystal ball, will the future of travel require a negative test result? Will it require a vaccination? I don't know. I mean, it's just a ball. What's the ball going to tell me? Nobody really knows. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. I think we should all just start a group on Facebook and share all of our favorite ideas with one another because it's a great way to make new friends. No, seriously, every destination is doing what they feel is best for the, safe and healthy return to travel. That means some countries or some states may require a test result or even proof of vaccination while others choose not to. And so we're just going to have to kind of keep an eye out. And this is where having a professional travel advisor will assist you for your future travel needs to help you understand what's required for each country. I do know that the European Union is considering many options, especially as it affects travelers who go from country to country on, say, a European river cruise. But a lot remains to be seen, and so we just need to be patient and understanding. And when you're getting ready to travel, just look at what's currently going on. Now, if you're booking travel for way out in the future, understand that whatever's happening now is happening now, but the future hasn't happened yet, and so it could change. And for that reason, I do highly recommend travel insurance. What's up on the Pad of Power? Oh, the Pad of Power. Okay. I thought you needed a light to see that one. What am I daydreaming about? I'll tell you what I'm daydreaming about this week. A hot shower. Some good cooked food. You better believe it. A shave. Look at this luscious mane right here. Oh, yeah, it's growing in. That's about as thick as the beard gets, people. All right. But what about this week has really got me wondering about those camping vacations. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a camper. My idea of camping is an interior room on a cruise ship as opposed to, say, a balcony or suite. But camping is a really fun option, and this week a lot of folks have learned that they can handle camping, so why not? So this makes me daydream about our national parks. If you still want to go to Alaska and an Alaska cruise is not an option, what about a land-based vacation where you go up to Denali National Park, check out the wildlife and the scenery, and it's just incredible, and the food up there is wonderful. Or maybe you take a Las Vegas vacation, and rather than thinking of Vegas as a place of casinos and A-list celebrity shows, why not go visit the Grand Canyon or Red Rock Canyon or Hoover Dam? Let's go a little more north. Maybe go to Yellowstone National Park. Camping is a great option. And for my Disney fans who only ever want a Disney vacation, hey, Fort Wilderness at Walt Disney World Resort. You can take your RV, you can get a campsite, you can take a tent, you can do all kinds of great things and enjoy the camping experience. You could make s'mores around the campfire while singing with Chip and Dale. It is incredible. So I think camping is a great option. What's next on the pad of power? Well, let's take a look here. Oh, good. It's time for the squeal. Now, my throat is a little dry, so I might not be able to get out a good squeal. Whee! Maybe just one. I want to give a squeal to my neighbors and my fellow Texans. This week has really shown our resolve. You know, it began with the terrible tragedy of the 100-car pileup out on 35W. That was just a horrible tragedy, but yet our first responders, the people of Fort Worth, it was incredible just how they banded together and took care of one another and handled the situation. And the storm continued, and we had power outages and water lines breaking and stores closing, and yet what I saw was neighbors helping neighbors. What I experienced was group texts and people going to the store for one another, or someone braving the roads and going to a store in another nearby town because the stores in their town were closed and picking up groceries not just for their family, but for their neighbor's family. I saw people whose homes didn't lose power because maybe they were on a grid next to a hospital or a local power facility, and they invited other households of people to come and just cram into their house and just enjoy the warmth and enjoy the hot showers and enjoy meals together. Pets welcome, even in homes that didn't have pets of their own. It was incredible. One of our local stores reported that they showed up after being closed for 2 days, and all the items that had been stored outside, like big cases of water and soda and things like that, were gone. And they thought they were stolen until they opened up their doors and saw money was shoved through the cracks of the doors and was actually purchased. You know what I didn't see here in Texas? I didn't see rioting. I didn't see looting. I didn't see a lot of hate going on. I just saw people loving and helping one another. And so I just want to give a big travel grunt squeal to my fellow Texans. Thank you so much for showing the world how it's done. I don't have a travel quote for you today to end the show. My power and internet has been intermittent, and so I just didn't have the time to prepare for this one. But I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with you today, this Friday, and just say travel is still right around the corner. And I think after this week, every Texan is thinking, I need a vacation. Until next week, this is Zac Wilson with Travel Grunt. We'll see you real soon.